quietly sneaking out of the little town of Labro without trying to wake everyone up. Hopefully we don't set the dogs barking. Just winding our way down the narrow little streets into the piazza and then onto the road. Alrighty, we are on our way out this morning of Labro. We had dinner over there last night. That was lovely. And there's Rhonda there. I'm going to see if I can catch up with her. Good morning. Let's see if I can get you in this one.
Good morning. That's not a hard thing to do to catch up with me.
Well, we're on our way from
Buongiorno.
Labro. Buongiorno. Day 23. Day 23.
Yep.
Another warm one, I think, Rhonda.
It is going to be another warm one.
Yes.
It's going to be 30, well, it said 31 or 32, depending on what you're looking at. Clear skies.
Yeah.
Same.
Anyway, we're out early, just before 6:30. We're trying to get a few kilometres in before it gets too hot. And we're going to Poggion Bustone.
Yep.
And distance unknown for me, I think maybe 17 kilometres.
Distance unknown for me because we are going to split up.
We are.
The gang is splitting up.
We are. I'm taking the high road and Rhonda's taking the low road.
Well, the middle road, thank you very much. I'm not in the valley, but
no.
I'm not going to push my knee.
No.
So I'm going to navigate my own along the bike path and see how that goes. And Russell's going to go up to the very top.
Hopefully we'll end up in the same town at the end of the day. Yeah. Yeah, the knee's been a little bit troublesome, so...
But it's been okay. I just can't push it.
No.
As soon as I push it, it becomes troublesome.
Yeah, and the upper route has a bit of elevation gain and some unsteady footing on the way down. Yeah.
So we'll see how we both go.
We will see how we both go.
I'll take some video and you can take some video and we'll mesh together.
We'll see who gets the best photo.
Hey, it's on.
All right, so we'll see how we put this video together. Could be interesting. Okay.
So,
see how we go. The day has started the way it finished, going uphill.
Yeah, not quite as much as that last one though.
No, and we're on this incredibly quiet road. There is a track to the right that parallels the road, but it was so quiet that we just opted for the road. And it joins back with the road in just, I don't know, it was like half a kilometre maybe.
Yeah.
And we knew the road would be a flat and even surface to start the day on. Anyway, so Labro was one of those towns that almost as soon as we walked out of it, it disappeared. We had one view and that was it.
The view was from the lakeside.
It was, yeah, and out our window. All right, onward. We're a bit over 4 kilometres from Labro and the view has just opened up. There wasn't much before, we were obscured by trees, but now we've got these expansive views over the valley. Spotted a little bench in the shade here, next to the rosebush. We're in the little commune of Moro Rietina. Thank you, perfectly organised, Rhonda. And this is kind of the point where we'll go our separate ways, so we'll have a little break. And then we will move off. Time has come. We're separating. Onward. See you in Poggion Bustone. All right, the race is on. Oh no, I'm uphill straight away. Bye, love. It has been all uphill since Rhonda split off and took a different direction. So she's taking what looks like a bicycle route. Mappy is such a handy app. You can basically plan out your own route. And I'm taking the route, I guess the official route I'm looking for. Well, I should be able to find it because it'll be marked. The famous Faggio tree of San Francesco. I'll talk about that when I'm there. There's a pilgrim just ahead of me. And since Rhonda went off it is just uphill, and I think there's a lot of elevation gain on this route today, but we'll soldier on. I kind of really wanted to see this tree. I know it's only a tree, but it's a significant moment on the route. So, all right, looks like I'm turning off to the right. I'm just puffing. One of the advantages of climbing and gaining in elevation are the great views that you get. I don't think the video will pick this up, but this is steep. I think in terms of elevation gain, one of the steepest hills I've walked. Unless that's just that bias from when you're in the moment and I've forgotten all the others. Okay, I think I'm about 1,100 metres above sea level, and I am very close to the famous beech tree of St. Francis, which I think should be just down this path. Hello, pilgrim. Buon camino. So what that says? Faggio San Francesco. Let's go see. And I guess we can be fairly certain that over 800 years ago, St. Francis walked these trails. Must be just around here. I was wondering if I'd recognise the tree when I saw it, but it's pretty clearly signposted, and by the size of it, it's unmistakable. So the story goes that one day in a violent storm, St. Francis took refuge under this beech tree. Now, I did read that this might be an ancestor of the tree that St. Francis took refuge under, but because I just walked all those kilometres uphill, I'm going to assume it's the same tree, because it feels quite amazing, mysterious, and mythical. And there's a table and a seat, and I'm going to sit here and have some morning tea. The tree was amazing. Just loved spending some time there. So peaceful. There was no one else around. And now I'm taking what I think might be a hiking trail that will link me back up with the route down to Poggion Bustone. Looks like it's just through a cow paddock, judging by what I almost stood in. I'm going to get my mapping app on and just make sure that I don't get myself lost up here in the mountains. The guidebook said that it's a bit of a steep downhill, but it is a path, Looks like it said it was 419, white, red and yellow markers. It's consistent with what I've got on my app, and it should just bring me straight back to the route into Poggion Bustone, which would be handy because it's lovely and shady in here and so peaceful and quiet, apart from me talking and clambering around in the foliage. All right, I need to focus. It is a little steep and uneven underfoot. I think this is what the guidebook meant by a steep downhill to join the trail to Poggion Bustone. That's where we are, up in the mountains and on our way down. I'm going to put the phone and gimbal away. Okay, definitely on the right track. There's the marker. Need to just get across this little creek and the path resumes on the other side. Maybe the shortcut was a shortcut. An hour to Poggion Bustone. This is where I rejoin the trail after taking that little backcountry hiking trail shortcut. Which, would I take that again? By the time I thought this might be a bit difficult, I was well and truly committed. And there's, I think I'd passed the point of no return because it was climbing rocks back uphill. Going downhill seemed more appealing. Anyway, we did it, and here we are, back on the route and making our way to Poggion Bustone. Picked up this white gravel road, sort of running along the hillside. I felt like I had a glimpse of Poggion Bustone in the distance, just kind of nestled into the hillside. I may be wrong. Lots of amazing views down the valley. And lots of little towns just all sort of dotted along the hillsides. I've been looking for Poggion Bustone but haven't been able to find it. Couldn't see it. And that is it just there. You can see the church tower there and the little town just stretches out, just tucked back into the hill. So I'm just going up to the top to the convent, the sanctuary, and then I'll find my way back down there to look for Rhonda, who has hopefully found our accommodation in, no doubt, what will be a maze of little streets. Made it to the sanctuary at the top of Poggion Bustone. Isn't that impressive, looking out right down over the valley? Just exploring the old monastery here. It says there that up in that little space was where St. Francis and his companions used to retreat for praying. That is very interesting. And this is an ancient monastery through here as well. There we are, looking back out over the valley and down onto the elusive Poggion Bustone. Poggion Bustone is where St. Francis came after leaving Assisi, after announcing his wealth and taking a vow of poverty. He came to Poggion Bustone, where he received a revelation, and his greeting to the people of Poggion Bustone was, "Good morning, good people." And here we are, the little porta into Poggion Bustone. Rhonda will be in there somewhere in our accommodation. She said it was hard to find. I think the streets might be a bit like a little maze, so I'm going to see how I go. Beautiful viewpoint looking back at Poggion Bustone, and now down across what they call the Holy Valley. I think Rieti over that hill just in the medium distance there. There's mountains in the back, and that's the valley stretching all the way around, probably towards where we came, Lake Pidelucchio, back that way.
Okay, so we do a switch back up now. Up to Poggion Bustone.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. Actually, it's almost buonanotte.
You can probably see it's getting a little bit dark, which
Yes.
is getting a bit late for these two Pellegrini.
It's my pilgrim time, bedtime.
You're usually snoring by now.
I am.
I mean, not that you snore.
I am, but we've had a lovely night with a couple of pilgrims that we're sharing accommodation with, and we just had dinner with them.
Yeah.
And spoke all things pilgrimage, which was really lovely.
Yeah, we cooked inside tonight, which was
Yep.
lovely.
Yep.
Fortunately, there was a supermarket in Poggion Bustone.
Yeah.
So we cooked a simple dinner, had a good chat, and it was a wonderful night. And
the video should show our two different ways that we went today.
yeah, bits and pieces of both.
Little
Yeah.
bits of pieces.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
And you know what? The good news is we
Yeah.
both ended up in the same place.
We did. Exhausted.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same.
But there we are. Look at that. So you can sort of plan your route and
Yep. There's
work your way
lots
here.
of ways.
Yeah.
This is one of those pilgrimages where it's choose your own, really, isn't it? So it's lovely.
Yeah, there's sort of some fairly recognised routes
That's
that are
right.
waymarked, and
But they've been walking these ways for
yeah.
generations. So
There seem to be lots of little trails that sort of link up too,
Yep.
yeah, which I found up on the mountain today too
Yeah,
when I took
yep.
that path. And
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know if this is going to join up, but
and it
I
did.
followed the app, and sure enough, it joined up.
Yep.
I was relieved when it did, but it happened. So we've got to tell you something tomorrow morning. So tune in tomorrow morning. We've got an important announcement.
Yes. You and your announcements.
Oh, that's not that
All
exciting.
right, look, I've got
But
to go to bed. So good night, everyone.
Someone's tired. Good night.
Ciao.
Ciao.